Have you ever felt disrespected or ignored and didn't know what to do? Today, we are going to talk about 8 Stoic principles that can transform this situation. Stoicism teaches something powerful, not placing our happiness in the hands of others. Instead, we should focus on what we can truly control. Sounds complicated? Let me explain. Imagine someone is trying to provoke you, expecting you to explode with anger. Now, think about the power of not reacting in the way they expect. This is one of the most valuable principles of Stoicism. Let's say you're in a meeting, and someone makes a sarcastic comment about your work. Everyone looks at you, waiting for a response. But instead of reacting on impulse, you take a deep breath, stay calm, and choose your response wisely. That brief moment of control is where your real power lies. Many people believe that reacting quickly shows strength and intelligence. But in reality, it's the opposite. When you react without thinking, your emotions are in control, and anyone can use that against you. It's like a burning ember. If you blow on it, the fire grows. If you ignore it, it dies out. Now, imagine an argument with a family member. This person knows exactly how to irritate you. You feel the anger rising, but instead of raising your voice, you choose to listen calmly and respond in a composed manner. This completely changes the direction of the conversation. When we don't react in the heat of the moment, we give our minds time to think clearly. Even better, we unsettle those who want to throw us off balance. They expect a counterattack, but when you remain calm, the dynamic shifts. Over time, people begin to respect you more because they realize you are not easily shaken. You become a stable presence, someone who thinks before acting. And the best part, this brings an incredible sense of inner peace. So next time someone tries to provoke you, remember the art of not reacting. Take a deep breath, stay in control, and choose your response with wisdom. You'll be surprised at how much of a difference this makes in your life. Use silence as your greatest ally. Have you ever noticed how sometimes silence is more powerful than shouting to make a point? Imagine someone is trying to provoke you, expecting you to lose your temper. But instead of reacting, you simply remain silent, looking at them calmly. This disarms any provocation. In Stoicism, silence is not just about staying quiet, it's a strategic choice. It is a sign of self-control and strength. When you choose not to react to a provocation, you demonstrate a level of emotional mastery that few people possess. Now, think about moments when you have been disrespected or underestimated. How did you react? If you tried to justify yourself or argue, you ended up playing into the other person's hands. But when you choose silence, you refuse to take part in their game. It's like a mental chess match. Instead of acting on impulse, you observe, analyze, and choose the right moment to respond, if a response is even necessary. Silence also gives you something valuable: time. Time to think, understand the situation, and decide on the best course of action. Those who try to provoke you expect you to explode or defend yourself. But when you remain silent, you completely throw them off. Most people are not used to this kind of response. Moreover, silence reveals something incredibly powerful: your inner strength. It shows that you do not need anyone's approval to validate your worth. Your confidence comes from within, making you immune to criticism. Over time, you start to notice something amazing. You feel more at peace and more self-assured. Your worth is not determined by winning arguments, but by leading your life with dignity and self-respect. So next time someone tries to provoke you, use silence as your secret weapon. Watch how it changes your relationships and strengthens your own sense of self. Sometimes, the most powerful response is saying nothing at all. Recognize your own strength. Be self-sufficient. Have you ever imagined not depending on anyone to feel good or achieve your goals? That is the true freedom of self-sufficiency. Being self-sufficient means not being trapped by other people's expectations and demands. This gives you something powerful: complete control over your own life. Think of it like a boat at sea. If the boat is strong and well-built, it can withstand any storm without needing an anchor. That boat is you. When you build your life with your own hands, you create something authentic, based on your dedication and resilience. But being self-sufficient does not mean you cannot accept help. It means you know your worth and choose wisely who is part of your life. You set firm boundaries, refusing to accept poor treatment. Moreover, self-sufficiency protects you from manipulation. Those who try to undermine you quickly realize that you do not need their approval for anything. This makes any attempt to diminish you completely ineffective. Every time you demonstrate self-sufficiency, you send a powerful message to the world. I am enough. People notice this strength. They see that you do not crumble under challenges and that you have the ability to overcome obstacles on your own. Being self-sufficient does not mean isolating yourself. It means having the certainty that, if necessary, you can walk your path alone. In the end, this independence makes you stronger and improves your relationships. You become an inspiring person, someone others respect and want to have around. So start building this inner strength today. Trust yourself and see how your life transforms. Prioritize what truly matters. Have you ever been at a crowded party where everyone is talking at the same time, creating a constant noise? Instead of trying to engage with everything, you choose to have meaningful conversations with just one or two people. This focus changes your experience. Rather than feeling drained, you feel connected and fulfilled. Now, apply this to your life. When you concentrate on what truly matters, something remarkable happens. You stop being pulled by other people's expectations and start living with purpose. This creates an inner strength that is difficult to shake. Think of an archer aiming at a target. Without a clear goal, any distraction can cause the arrow to miss. But when they know exactly where they want to go, they adjust their focus and shoot with precision. Similarly, when you have clarity about what is essential, you become that archer, hitting your targets with confidence and avoiding distractions. Saying no to what does not add value is essential. This includes not only turning down unnecessary commitments, but also rejecting frustration, excessive worries, and habits that waste your time and harm your well-being. Rejecting negative thoughts and toxic influences frees up your energy and shows the world that you know what you want. Those who try to undermine you struggle to handle this because you refuse to play their game. The result: greater inner peace. When you stop worrying about the irrelevant, you feel lighter and begin to appreciate the simple and meaningful aspects of life. This level of clarity and calm unsettles those who thrive in chaos. Here is the secret. When you focus on what truly matters, you become an inspiration to others. Your determination earns you respect and admiration. Those who try to throw you off balance are left confused, unable to understand how you remain so grounded. So prioritize what truly matters and let go of the rest. This is one of the most powerful lessons of Stoicism and can completely transform your life and the way others see you. You become someone who knows what they want and refuses to be led astray by anything or anyone. Brutal honesty. Acting in this way not only neutralizes criticism, but also demonstrates a level of integrity that is widely respected. People tend to admire those who acknowledge their shortcomings and actively work to improve themselves in a constructive manner. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, this courage is rewarded with a more authentic and meaningful life. When you no longer feel the need to maintain appearances or bend the truth to please others, your mind becomes clearer and your direction more certain. However, being brutally honest does not mean being insensitive. It is possible to be direct without being harsh. The key lies in intent. When honesty comes from a place of respect and a genuine desire for growth, it is more likely to be well received. Over time, people begin to see you as someone trustworthy and real, someone who does not hide behind pretense but faces reality with clarity and confidence. The strength of gratitude in the face of negativity. At some point, everyone encounters criticism and dismissive attitudes, often from those closest to them. Now, imagine responding to such behavior with genuine appreciation. It may seem counterintuitive, but practicing gratitude can shift the dynamic entirely and disarm those who fail to show respect. When you start incorporating gratitude into your mindset, a few key changes take place. Your perspective shifts. You begin to see the positive aspects in situations and people, even in those who have attempted to discourage you. You build emotional resilience. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, you maintain composure, leaving critics uncertain about how to continue. Your healthy relationships strengthen. By focusing on positive interactions and valuing what truly matters, your sense of inner peace grows. Those who try to undermine you soon realize their words no longer have the desired effect. This can be unsettling for them, as they expected to provoke a reaction or diminish your confidence. Instead, they are met with a calm and composed response. The power of brutal honesty and gratitude. The combination of brutal honesty and gratitude creates an unshakable mindset. When you embrace these two principles, you begin to approach life with greater clarity and resilience. You stop wasting time trying to please everyone or letting criticism and negativity affect you. Instead, you use every situation as an opportunity for growth. But how can you apply these concepts in your daily life? How to be brutally honest without pushing people away. Choose your words carefully. Honesty doesn't mean aggression. Speak the truth clearly and respectfully. Avoid unnecessary justifications. Being honest doesn't require constant explanations. Speak with confidence and stand by your position. Learn to listen. Honesty should be a two-way street. Listen attentively when someone is sincere with you. Don't use truth as a weapon. Being honest doesn't mean intentionally hurting others. Sincerity should come from a genuine desire to improve situations, not to cause pain. Accept the consequences. Some people may feel uncomfortable with your frankness, but in the long run, those who value truth will remain by your side. How gratitude transforms your mindset. Appreciate challenges. See difficulties as opportunities to learn. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this situation? Reinforce the habit. Every day, list 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, this shifts your perspective. Practice active gratitude. Genuinely thank those around you. Small gestures strengthen relationships. Turn criticism into fuel. If someone criticizes you, see it as a chance to grow. Be grateful. Assess whether the feedback is useful, and move forward. Diffuse conflicts. Responding to attacks with calmness and gratitude disarms any argument. The other person won't know how to react when you don't engage in their game. Building an unbreakable mindset. Being both brutally honest and grateful may seem contradictory, but this combination creates an inner strength that is hard to shake. You become a transparent, confident person, immune to external negativity. Developing this unbreakable mindset requires practice. At first, it may be difficult to break old habits and react differently to criticism or conflict. But over time, you'll realize that living without masks and without holding on to resentment makes life lighter and more meaningful. So, the question is, are you willing to change your approach and experience this transformation? Balancing transparency and emotional intelligence. Being brutally honest and practicing gratitude doesn't mean acting without a filter or passively accepting everything. The real power lies in balancing authenticity with emotional intelligence. This means knowing when and how to express your truth while maintaining control over your emotions. Many people confuse honesty with a lack of tact. They say whatever comes to mind without considering the impact of their words. But being brutally honest isn't the same as being rude. True honesty has a purpose: to help, clarify, and build, not to destroy. The same logic applies to gratitude. Being grateful doesn't mean ignoring problems or accepting injustices, but rather developing a broader perspective on life. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you train your mind to find opportunities even in difficulties. How to develop a steel mindset. The combination of honesty and gratitude strengthens your mindset to the point where you become unshakable in the face of criticism and challenges. Here are some ways to build that inner strength. Stop seeking approval. Not everyone will appreciate your honesty or understand your gratitude, and that's okay. Your goal isn't to please, but to be authentic. Train your emotional response. Instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, take a breath and choose your response wisely. Not every attack deserves a counterattack. Reframe situations. When something negative happens, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple question can transform any situation. Surround yourself with people who value truth. Build relationships based on transparency and mutual respect. This eliminates the need for social masks. Be consistent. It's easy to be honest and grateful when things are going well. True strength comes from practicing these principles regardless of circumstances. When life tests you, there will be moments when your patience is challenged, when criticism feels unfair, and the easiest path is to react with anger or hide behind excuses. These are the moments when your mindset is truly tested. If you choose honesty, you'll avoid the regret of lying or withholding something important. If you choose gratitude, you'll maintain your peace of mind and prevent other people's actions from dictating your emotional state. This isn't just a strategy for dealing with others, it's a philosophy for life. The more you practice, the lighter and more confident you'll feel. The next step. Now that you understand the power of brutal honesty and gratitude, the decision is yours. You can continue reacting the way you always have, or you can start applying these principles and watch your life transform. Choose to be truthful. Choose to be grateful. Choose to be unshakable. Are you ready for this change?